We're going to go ahead and take a look at Realtor Property Resource, or RPR, walk you through some of the good things it can do. It's a great resource for realtors out there, and kind of see what it has, what we can do, what we can use for it, and kind of how it helps you. So a good way to start, if you don't know how to get there, it's narrpr.com, and then it will open up your Realtor Property Resource. Now I have mine. I'll show you in a minute how you can set areas. Like right now, see I have for Converse. You can set a bunch of different areas, and then here if I wanted San Antonio, it would show the different ways San Antonio is loaded up. I also have mine set for Bernie. You can pick different areas of this area that you like to work, the city, and it gives you market report for those areas. So that's kind of cool right in the front. You can add as many of those areas as you want. I'll show you how to do that in a moment. Another good thing is if you search, your current and previous will be here. It shows your listings, it shows your searches. It has on-demand training. It can help you. It has a library of training, things like that. I'm going to give you just a quick kind of down and dirty way to do it. You can search here as well for homes, and you can search. This is how you can find a property. So if you guys don't know, RPR comes from the National Association of Realtors. That's why it's narrpr.com. One of the good things I've done for realtors over the years. Some people say one of the only things, but it's up to you. One of the good things I've done. And then if you have our National Association of Realtors and you're part of the brand and you're a realtor, most realtors are, you have to be for most brokers. This covers the whole United States. When I start going through everything and showing you what's out there, a good example is my mom sold her home in Alaska, but I live in Texas. I was able to go here, do a CMA, check everything out, see what's going on, and then it was great. All of it was right there. I could see everything I needed to see. Know the value, know what it's worth, all that. So we'll show you some things like that. So the first thing I want to kind of show you, you always want to go is click on your picture in the top right and go to profile. So if you go to profile, you always want to check your name, email, all that kind of stuff real quick. And then here's your account info, and you can change your password here if you need to change it. Make sure your broker and all that's correct, and then all your email and phone number and everything in your website. These are important, especially your website. Now here on the side, it says connected apps. What this is connecting, you're connecting your zip forms to RPR. All right, so zip forms, you should always be using that as a signing. Some people use dot loop, some people use SkySlope. You already pay for zip forms as an agent. Use the stinking thing you pay for, guys. So if you have your zip forms and you use it, and I'll show you why we use that later, and this makes it really simple to do contracts. It makes it very easy. So once you have all that, and then it shows what's logged into here. These are my computer screens, all that. My phone's logged in. You can see all this different stuff is logged into RPR. And then if you want to do any, like this is my MLS, make sure your MLS is correct right here, San Antonio Board of Realtors. And then you can also make sure here's my license number, and then subscription. If you want to get, spam by RPR, you can let yourself do that. So once everything is set up easily this way, I'm going to go back to home. Now we can either just go ahead and click a home. I'll just pick this first one that dropped in. I was helping an agent looking at this. So this home opens up, boom, 5-bedroom, 4-bath, tells you all about the home. Like, yay, it's great, it's in San Antonio. And then it gives you some rough data real quick. So if you can see here, it shows right now, this is an active for sale listing. It says homes for sale. It's listed for $373, and they're saying a rough value. And the RVM, as you can go right here, you see is your realtor value model, or realtor value modulation, however you want to say it. And this is a 4-star. So some realtors have gone through and done CMAs on this house, but not all of them. And it gives you a good estimated range between 325 and 425. And then the RVM, again, which is your realtor value model, puts it right about the middle point. And this gives you an idea. So this home is listed for 385, so it's a little bit higher than the middle, which isn't too bad, but it's there. Another good thing about RPR, it shows you when the people bought the home and who the owners are, which is great. And then it shows the list price, all that, all the different value, and the description. Now what you can do here, if I wanted to put an offer on this home, I would scroll about halfway down to additional resources, click transactions zip form, it opens up, like, ooh, ready to go. If it doesn't open up, it'll say error, and then you hit close, link accounts. And then all I would do is hit start a new zip form. I'm going to pick listing, and then it opens up. Now RPR used to be able to click here and it would open up your zip forms, but they have a broken link. So they haven't fixed that. So once you have your contract put into your zip forms, I'm just going to go to my shortcut to zip forms real quick. I'll show you why you do your contracts this way. It's going to save you tons of time. So here's the contract. I went to transactions, it's right here, open it up, and then my documents are here. If I open up the first cover sheet, there's another video talking about how to upload all your documents and stuff. It has the seller's names, which is all public knowledge, and then it has my broker information, and then it automatically brings in the legal description, the lot, block, subdivision, everything is done for you. So no longer do you have to hunt down all that information, manually import it into your contracts. It's all right in there by going to transactions zip form and starting a contract. So it's really great. It does a lot of stuff there. Another fun thing you can do here about the house, you can check out the location, check out any of the market trends in the area. So you can see kind of, this is, if it's more of a seller balance market, it's kind of still a little bit more of a seller's market, even more than just a little, even though it is changing into a buyer's market. And you can check out all this right here. The median sales price in that area. So right here, if I want to just do the last 2 years, even the last year, it gives you all the data of kind of where you are. So like our median sales price in San Antonio right now is about 300,000. And here are the active listings for that. If I go down here to sold, here it gives you sold price. I'm going to go to the last year. So the median sold price is about 286, and it shows you how each month was working through and how it works. And then it shows you how many listings are in the area, etc. As you can see, this is a great way to get an overview, and you can share it. So you have a client like, all right, how's it going? What's the market like right now? I can come here and now have all this data. I know what market type. It's more of a seller's market. I can see what's sold. I can see active properties. I can see sold. They're almost the same. And then I can show over the, if I do 1 month here, 1 year here, 1 year, it shows all the data broken down. See, I can check out the number of properties. I can go to the average list to sale price, which means that it's sold what it was listed for, which is pretty close if people listed it right. The median days, or the days on market, this is the midpoint, so some are a lot longer, some are a lot shorter, and this is your midpoint of your square feet. I'm glad they do median and not average. This gives you better data. And you can compare it to what's happening over the whole active right now. So it's very interesting when you can pull your data and see what's happening in your market. Very easy by just going market trends. Now, if you go to refine value, you can pull this up and it gives you some values, and you can change it and add that. I'm going to show you an easier way to do this. You can add improvements. This is where you would do that. Like let's say someone did a major kitchen, a major software, something like that. This is where some people say, no, I put a new kitchen, I put this. Like, great, there you go. Then you can put it in here, a bathroom addition. You put the date, you put the price, and then you add that, and then it would go through. And then I'm going to clear that out. And then it would go through and do that, and you're good to go. You can do here again by need improvement category. If something needs to be fixed, say you have something that you have a repair on the home, you can put that in there as well. And then everything here is just average market. So you can go through here. This helps you refine the value if you have a really highly updated home or a home that's kind of scary, a nightmare home that needs work. It lets you go both ways and kind of fixes it. Now, one of the great things they do here is you can click CMA. And this is an easy way to do a good quick CMA. So the first thing I want to do is confirm home facts. I'm going to hit edit. Yours will pop up like this because I did this with another agent. So I'm walking through it, and you make sure everything looks good. If any of this was wrong, you change it. And I'm going to confirm. And then once I hit confirm, it's going to bring me back here. And now I'm going to search for comps. So once I search for comps, when it opens up in this area, of course, on the property type, I'm going to search single family. I'm not going to do any pending or active or anything. I only want closed. And I want closed within the last 6 months or 12 months. I'm going to start with 6 just so I kind of know where I'm at and kind of know roughly how much I'm looking at. And it automatically will give you your square feet plus or minus, your lot size, your square feet plus or minus 20%. It does a lot of good things for you that way. And then instead of a custom area, a geography, you click on it at the top above the map. It says use a geography, and you can use a micro neighborhood. And as you can see, this is the subdivision. It breaks that subdivision down. And then I hit search. Let's see if that worked for me today. And then it's going to search anything in that micro neighborhood in the last 6 months. And see, this home is there, but it didn't have a price. This one came up 360. Okay, good. This one came up 343. So I could use those two if I wanted to. And like, see, here's some other ones that are similar in the area that we used. Now I can also, since there's not a lot at that, like 360, 345, I can edit that. I can modify my search. Instead of 6 months, I'm going to go 12. I'm going to search again and see if I have anything better if I go farther back. All right, now I have a lot more data. And again, these are all four bedroom, at least just like my property. I'm going to scroll it in. So now I can do like this. Now here I only picked two, on Baltic Storm and Estonia Gray. But say I wanted to pick this one, open that up. Okay, I could do that one. I can use this as a comp. I can click this one, use this as a comp. Then I can go through and pick all the comps. See, I use this one as a comp already. This is already a comp. I can go through and pick as many comps as I think would work, since they're all going to work. And now I'm going to hit right here. Once I pick my comps, here they are. I'm going to hit update and close, or update valuation and close. And then it's going to automatically go through and redo the comps for that home and give me an idea of how close we are. Now at this point, I can go back to the property information, or I can click create report. And if you go to create report, this will build you a nice report. Like this one here is 81 pages, so this is kind of wild. So if you don't want that big of a report, if you click that customize button that I did, you can go here and you can pull up, you can take these out or take them, add them, whatever you want, subject properties, refine value, all the photos, everything. It depends how in depth you want to be. Usually, to keep it easier, I'll just do a property report, which still has all the values, but it doesn't go too crazy. It's only like 28 pages. And if you just want a flyer, you can grab a flyer. You can do a mini property report, which is 12 pages, whatever you're looking for. Let's say I was going to do a property report. I hit run report, and it says, great, you're running your report. And then I just hit close. This will automatically start running the report in the background. And when it's done, it'll do a doorknob, like ding dong, you'll hear the doorknob go. So then here, when you go to NVIDIA Mist, I'm just going to click the address again at the top and it reopens. So now it's changing my values. It's letting me know that, hey, there it is. Now my report's done. So I can go here and download the report. It built it pretty quick that time, which is great. And then once it opens it up, I can do what I want with this. And then here it's saying this home is great price, right around 386. It listed for 385. Perfect. This agent did a great job. And then I can go through and it pulls up a bunch of other data and all the comps I used and everything like that. And you can see all kinds of data that it has about the house, all the facts, all the comps, all the subdivision, gives you a bunch of graphs, does a lot of the stuff for you that you would want to do in a listing presentation. Gives you all kinds of median listing versus volume, all that kind of good stuff. Gives you tons of data, which is awesome. That's what you want. So you can present this to the client, so when they set the price, you know what you're setting for the right price. So then you can see here now, if I want to check neighborhoods, I can check my updates, I can do all this different stuff. There's a lot you can do. I can also just open a property and go right to create report and make that happen as well. So I'm going to go back to home now. And if I go back to home, one of the great things you can do here that's really fun is you can prospect. So if I click on prospecting, say I'm going to prospect for sellers, for example, that's fun. And then it's going to say, oh, it wants me to do research, and then, okay, map search, etc. And then if you're not doing it the way they want you to do it, then you're going to have to go through and make sure that you follow these little feet. So, okay, I do have residential, yay, everyone's happy that way. Enter an area. Let's say I'm going to do, I'm just going to throw in a zip code toward Bernie area that I just know off the top of my head. I'm going to throw in that zip code. All right, now this is probably a lot of people. So I'm going to be like, okay, I'm going to expand this filter here because that's too many. Now, I don't want all these other things either. I don't want for sale, for lease. I don't want any of that. I want to, if I do for sale, I don't know where's my property type. I only want single family. As you can see, you can go through, you can change it all out. You can do public records. I can do all that. And then if I open up the filter here where it says more filters, I can change a lot more here. I want to try to find sold, or I want to, for sale, for lease if I want. I don't want those because I'm trying to get a list of sellers that I can use for a mailing list. I only want single family right now. Now I can change the price. I can do bed, bath, anything. I can exclude all pre-foreclosure if I want. I'll probably leave those open. I can only show open houses, land use. I wanted any special land that I wanted, or I can just leave it standard. And then I can do any others of these normally used keyword phrases, and then it would pull it. So right now I'm at 244. So I hit update and search. Oh, 2 new results. It is more than 2,000. So you can only have, 5,000. You can only have 5,000 results. So in that case, I would probably maybe pick a smaller zip code. I could also draw it on the map. So I'm going to go back to property search. And you see you have all these different options. So I could just say right here, for example, I'm going to show I don't know. Let's say a micro neighborhood, which is like a subdivision. I'm just thinking there's all kinds of different ones we could pick. Let's pick this home here. And then we could go here and we could do our reports. It shows the reports done. Oh, let me get out of that. I'm trying to show you the other one real quick. Sorry guys, I got switched around and clicking. Got too excited, started clicking everywhere. Let's say we'll do buyers, that's fine. It doesn't matter. Yeah, we're gonna go again to research, map search. Then it's gonna open up. We are in residential, great. And then we're gonna say intern area zip. Let's say I want to do north, east, crossing. Then we can find right here, northeast crossing in San Antonio. Now it has that subdivision opened up, which is a subdivision I like to work sometimes. And then again, public records, that looks great. I can filter it any more I want. Price, usually I'll do 3-bedroom, 2-bath, because that's what most people want minimum. And I can get rid of the foreclosures, get rid of that. I can add all this stuff in there if I want. I'm going to update and search. So right now it's only showing me 2 homes because it's showing the foreclosures, off-market pre-foreclosures. So I'm going to take these down. I'm going to hit my little filter again. I'm going to get rid of the foreclosures. There we go. We're going to exclude the foreclosures, not only show foreclosures. And then we're going to update, and then you're going to see the big difference. Now we have all these different homes. Let's see if it tells me how many. Okay, we have 1,536 properties. Now I can go here and click mailing labels, and it's going to open up, and here's my Avery 5160, and I want the owner's name or the proper or current owner. I like owner's name. And then you're going to just go through and you're going to hit print. And then once you hit print, it's going to download them all. Let me grab a downloads here and you'll see what it looks like, just so you can kind of see it easier. And then it'll be ready to go when you just get the Avery labels 5160, drop them in. And now I have 1,000 something letters to send out to my area, to my prospecting, to go ahead and use that. Now there's another way. When you see the other video we're going to do in another class on courthouse retrieval system, they let you break it down even a little bit better, a little easier, where you can pick like owners, renters, and investors. But this really gives you a good idea of what's going on. And then the thing I like about this properties is you can set the price. So right now I know roughly what the prices are worth, and courthouse retrieval doesn't let you give you a rough value of the price. So it's kind of cool both ways. It just depends kind of how which you like. I don't want to get clicked on the property in accident. Don't want to do that. Jump me over there. And then you can kind of do that and check out your filters. So as you can see, there's a lot you can do in Realtor Property Resource. Again, we just went through 20 minutes of a bunch of little things on like warp speed. That's why we do the video, so you can pause it. And you can go through and you can search for marketing as well. If this lets me reload. Come on, buddy. Let's see if it gets it back here. All right. We'll just go back to NAR, RPR done. That's what happens when you start clicking around too much, excited like me. You get all over the place. And now you can search here too. So if you can search, like the map search is how we found it. You can do a residential market trends. You can do neighborhood search. So if you pull up a market trends, it just searches for, like it says right here, a market. I'm going to do again, northeast crossing. If I spelled northeast right. Let me see if it'll pull it up. There it is, northeast crossing in San Antonio. And then it's going to give me a great market trends for that area. And just like if you pull up a single property it gives us, you can pull up a whole subdivision as well. So it gives us some great research. You can check out schools. And this way, if someone said, what's a good school? You can say, well, Realtor Property Resource rates this. As agents, we can't tell you, but Realtor Property Resource rates it for us. And then, of course, you can do your marketing. You can prospect for different clients. You can create a flyers, different things like that. Some of these are better than other ones. Like if I click the same thing we did last time, it opens up that same option. And we're back on the map. So it's okay. And here's my reports. If you want to do flyers, you can do market trends. This gives you a lot of data. The thing that this is really powerful, if you're at home, you put in an address like we did, and you open up that address, and then once you have it, you can start your contract and know everything about that home. That's one of the powerful things about it. Easy way to start contracts. And also you can go through, of course, and get all the market trends on that property and get rid of that. So again, if I go to an address like this one, I go to market trends at the top. It's all loaded up. I can just pull through them all and I'll be good to go and have all that data ready to present for my client. And I can also do a report. So the reports are great right here, create report, and you can do your report. Hope that gives you a good overview quickly of RPR, Realtor Property Resource. It doesn't give you everything you can do. We didn't even touch if you're a commercial agent. You can also search commercial stuff. But it just gives you an overview of where to start. Talk to you soon.